and welcome. Today I'm using this brand new stamp set called Cats at the Beach, and it's a really cute stamp set of some cats in the beach. I'm also going to use this design paper that is also a new release, and this is called the Tropical Dreams. And I've gone ahead and chosen this particular beach scene from the paper, and this paper here is my color inspiration. So I've gone ahead and chosen the Copic markers according to that color. And I've stamped a few of the images from the cats on the beach and also Hello Summer, which is also a new release. But I'm basically focusing more on the cats at the beach stamp set. And I'm just going to color this with my Copic markers. Again, very simple coloring. If you're interested in seeing an in-depth video of how I color these images, do leave me a comment and I don't mind slowing them down and showing you how I use my Copics on these beautiful Brass and Bliss stamps. Brass and Bliss has some really cute critters and florals and so many other stamps in the store that you can really use Copics or any color mediums for the matter of fact. Again, for this particular card, you can use any color mediums that you would have in your stock. What I'm trying to showcase on this particular card is not only the cats at the beach stamp set, but I'm also trying to focus on how do you use your design papers that you would have to incorporate into your stamping or into your card making, as well as how do you create different scenes using these images. For me, whenever I look at a stamp set, in my mind, I'm thinking more about a scene in my head or a story in my head. What is the stamp telling me? What is it talking to me? So when I look at these cats all relaxing, and there's this other cat in a tube, like the swimming tube, I'm thinking, okay, one guy is lounging on the chair by the beach, the other one is on the towel. I'm thinking a beach scene. Like if you go down to the beach, you'll always see somebody under the umbrella, somebody tanning on the beach side on the sand, and that's what I'm imagining. And the good thing with this particular stamp set is that it not only comes with these cat images, but it also comes with coordinating images. For example, the cat on the mat basking or tanning has a little bottle of sunscreen that could show that, oh, he's put a sunscreen on him and he is basking. The cat on the lawn chair has a table next to him, which is again a table that you can easily put wherever you feel like putting it, with a juice on it or a cocktail on it, kind of showing that he's lounging and he's having a cocktail and having a wonderful summer morning. And there's also flip-flops that you can add wherever they're sitting. And then from the Hello Summer, I have chosen a few elements, the sun and the trees and etc. And after coloring, I've gone ahead and die cut. And I've also stamped a sentiment from that Cats at the Beach stamp set on a white cardstock with black ink. And here I've taken that designer paper that I chose earlier from the Tropical Dream set. And now it's time to lay these images to create that scene that I was talking. When you're creating a scene, you kind of want to think about perception. Like you can't put the cat right next to each other. You want to push one of the cats behind, so it shows like he's far behind and this guy is further ahead of him. So you have to create those perceptions to create a scene, and that's what I'm doing here, is placing the cat on the chair at the back, that as if he's far behind on the beach, and this cat right here, which is who's basking, is much closer. And I'm placing the table as if it's right next to the guy on the chair. I hope that makes sense. And then I'm also going to place some of these elements. As I said, I'm adding this sunscreen next to the cat, and then some flip-flops for both of them in different places, which is colored differently too. And you can see how quickly this card comes together once you have all the elements colored and die cut. I also decided to add some dots because I wanted to give some dimension to the surface, because the design paper is usually very, very flat. So in order to create some depth, what I did is I added some dots using brown ink for the sand, and I also added a white gel pen for the waves in the water. And now it's time to adhere the sentiment, which is tropic like the beach or something like that. And then the sun is from that Hello Summer stamp set, which I will feature in another video coming up soon. And once I've done that, I also wanted to add a little bit more yellow to the sun. I felt like it was too white, so here I'm adding some yellow. And that pretty much completes the scene. And now all that is left to do is to add this piece of scene onto a white cardstock. And for that, I just added some foam adhesive, and I'm going to just add it to the top folding white note card. And here you can see the finished card. The second card here, I wanted a little bit of fun element to it. So what I'm doing is I'm just making sure that the base of the cardstock is it's not moving on me. And then I'm taking this piece of plastic that I have lying, and I'm spushing some blue inks, color fuse ink, onto this plastic. Now this is an older technique called squishing or ink smushing. And remember, because I'm not using a watercolor cardstock, it's just a basic regular cardstock, I want to make sure that I do not add too much water to the surface. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the water onto my glass mat and then picking up the ink with my plastic sheet or acetate sheet. And then I also wanted to add some bubbles, but for that the easy thing was to just take some white acrylic paint and to splatter it, just to show some foamy bubbles in the water. And in my mind, I'm thinking he's splashing in a dive pool or the slide pool where he's coming down the slide and the water's splashing and he's in that tube. You know, just kind of imagining. And for that fun element, I'm using an action wobble here. And I'm going to add that behind that cat on the tube. So when you adhere him, he actually wobbles, and I'll show you in a bit. You want to hold that action wobble down for a minute so it adheres very well. It does come with a pre-glued surface, but I do like to add a little bit more of liquid glue so that, you know, it adheres well. And then I have these trees that I'm going to adhere to either side of the action wobble. And again, it's about perception. It almost looks like there are trees way behind, but I don't want to place it on the water itself. I just want to give as if he's ahead, like the trees are behind. But I did add it to the action wobble just so that the trees could wobble too, as if when the wind is blowing, the trees are wobbling and he's wobbling in the water as well. And then I went ahead and adhered a sentiment from that same stamp set, which I have gone ahead and stamped on a black cardstock with some white embossing, and I'm just going to adhere that at the bottom. And that was pretty much it for the two cards, just that I went ahead and added a few clear bubbles. These are like they're not really gemstones, they're just clear acrylic beads, which kind of looks like water bubbles, you know. So I'm just going to add them in a scattering, and that finishes both the cards. And here is a closer look. I really hope you enjoyed these cards today. Leave us a comment and we'll see you next time. Until then, stay blissful. Bye bye.